Damn it. So this user writes, why does it feel so unreal to lose touch with a very close friend? Unreal in a rather negative way. Each time I think back about how I lost touch with a very close friend, it feels almost impossible to comprehend. I shared such a big part of my life with this person. We talked about such deep stuff. We're like family. And now suddenly they are gone, for one reason or another. So far, I had this happen just 2 times, but each one of these times felt just as impossible to comprehend. 2 times is not that bad. I understand the feeling of when friends just lose touch. I have very few close friends, and there used to be a time where we'd be together like every weekend or even every other day. And how I feel on the matter is nothing will take away those memories, and nothing will stop me from being there. They can just reach out to me, and I'll try to get back to them as soon as I can. But that's the thing, as soon as I can sometimes take a while, because we get so busy in our lives, and we're still, well, I feel that we're still close at heart. Although I am saddened that we grew apart, I'm happy seeing why we grew apart. One of my friends found a passion in marathon running. Another one is doing well in boxing. Another one skating. Another one making a family. And I can't help but feel joy for them, you know? And I would like to think they do see me as well and feel the same joy for whatever successes that may come my way. It just means that we found our passions in life as we got older, and we try to develop those passions into something that can give us meaning to our lives. And it would be horrible if I look back at them and all of them were deadbeats. But no, I look at them and I think, damn, they're doing it, you know, they're doing amazing things. And I hope they know. I know I'm not the most amazing person in the world, but I recognize their achievements and I'm so proud of them. I used to sit with these people and we just talk about like, how could we make money? And now money seems to be the last thing on most of our minds. Now all we care about is what we're passionate about in life, and it's so beautiful to see. It hurts, yeah, because you wanna stick to those times where you guys were always together. In my case, I've moved to a different country, and I wish I could be there during their successes or failures or whatever happens. But I like to think that they know that I'm there for them despite the distance. And it feels unreal. And I understand the negative feeling because you kind of grew attached to the idea that you'd always hang out with each other. And you have to realize that's not going to be the case. I remember like I used to go drinking with a particular friend. This is what I love about my friends. We talk about serious things in a very unserious manner. We're discussing the topic of how we would approach certain scenarios. And, you know, I'm explaining my side is that as long as you're not doing anything purely evil, I would respect whatever path you choose to walk. And we started like talking about, well, what if my path is this way and what if your path is that way? And we come to a point where we had to clash. I told him, imagine that we were both samurai. If it came to a point that we had to clash, I don't want you to hold back. I hope it would never come to that. Thankfully, it never has. The amazing thing was my friend felt the same way. You know, they told us, I wouldn't want you to hold back either. You know what I mean? You hold different positions on different topics, but if I've always seen them with pure intent, I don't have any problem with how they view things, you know. It's just great to see that despite some bumps in the road, they're always progressing in life. I would like to think that the moment we all have free time and are all in the same place, we would make plans to see each other and share those stories. And I hope that would be the scenario with the 2 friends that, you know, you've lost touch with. One day you're just gonna be like, man, life has been wild. It's been a wild journey, but a lot of great things happen. You know, you share these stories and it's really beautiful. It's gonna hurt a lot when you realize things are changing. And I'm just talking about the friends just kind of going our own direction. The worst scenario is you have friends that will just completely abandon you. And I don't want to judge them for that. And I shouldn't, because I've also fallen off the radar with other people that I used to be close to. And I have my reasons for that as well. And that's just a story for another day. I hope that's not the scenario with what you're pointing out here. I hope all of you have just been trying to find your purpose in life and You need a little time for yourself. There are so many times that I felt down because I'm not around my friends as much. We don't hang out as much as we used to. And as much as I'd love to go back to those times, I can't deprive them of that journey that they've taken in life. You know, that's what makes the world go round. Having meaning, having true meaning, not all of this drama that goes around these days. I don't think that making drama is going to make things any better for you today or tomorrow, or even for yesterday for that matter. You do so many things that are just so repetitive, and the one thing that could change that pattern is adventure. And most of the time, you're not going to find people that want to go on the same adventure as you do. I'll admit, for me, for example, I'm somewhat introverted, but I love to explore. I love to take chances every now and then. And I do go into the things that all my friends do. I just want to try it out. But it's not the same as when I'm doing the things that I want to do. And I can't ask my friends to give up what they want to do to help me with what I want to do. Especially if you yourself want to grow in what you're passionate about. You can't spend your whole time trying to teach another person when you're trying to better yourself, and it's totally understandable. I would never ask my friends to give up their dreams or their passions just so we could stick to our nostalgic days. It wouldn't make sense, especially if you have friends that are capable of doing great things. If they held themselves back just for me, I couldn't live with it. I want to see them succeed in anything they do. I want to see them grow. I want to see them be, amazing at whatever they choose to do in life. I hope that they feel the same way about anything I want to do in life, no matter how silly it may look, how stupid it may look, weird it may look. And out of all my friends, I am probably the dorkiest one. I have the worst jokes, I have the worst timing, I have the worst everything. I'm the butt of the joke usually, and it's cool. I don't care. I take jokes better, maybe. So unfortunately, we all have to walk a path that is scary, and it can be unreal, it can be sad, but you're not losing anything. If anything, you're part of something bigger. Be supportive as long as they don't have any evil intentions. There's nothing wrong with a little distance every now and then. If they're doing their thing, you do your thing. Try to understand yourself more. In those times that my friends were looking for their things to do, they found more friends along the way. And I'll admit, I get jealous sometimes. It's like, I'm your friend. At the same time, it's like, good for you, man. I'm happy that you're growing. And I also go out there, meet new people, hang out with new friends. I don't know if they feel the same jealousy. Maybe that's just me. I can't judge them on that because I do the same thing. I meet new people and I get into new groups that, share the same passions as I do. I'm happy with new people I meet. I love meeting people that are into the same things that I'm into. And I love being able to better myself with other people that share the same interests, but nothing will replace how much more happier I am than being with my good friends. Whenever I have a chance to hang out with them, I take that chance. I do my best to rearrange the schedule and have that moment with them. It's just a part of growing up. Some of our friends don't get there as quickly as the others. I just hope you don't ignore the signs, if there are signs, that you should have been there just for a moment. I hope this helps anyone that feels that way in regards to feeling like you may be losing touch with your friends. Don't think that they've forgotten you, and don't stay in one place just because everyone else around you is developing or growing or bettering, getting into new things or meeting new people. Don't stick to one place. You yourself should also be doing your things. You shouldn't be waiting in that one spot for them to come back. And on the day that you do finally have, the time to just sit down together, hang out like, how it used to be, I hope that you'll have just as many stories to tell each other, So I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. As always, hope we can better ourselves. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.